I often feel like I live in this constant state of guilt and urgency. Like, if I'm not doing something productive, I'm wasting my time. If I'm not saying yes to every opportunity, I will definitely be behind. And to be honest, I feel exhausted now. Like, I'm ready to create something calmer, something softer for myself. A life that feels more intentional and less like a race. So in this video, I really want to share the 3 habits that I had to break or am still trying to break to design a softer, calmer life for myself. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Veronika, and here we talk about intentional living, personal growth, and creating the life that actually feels good. If you want to support my work, make sure to check out my Notion templates. I have also bundled these products into 2 packages so that you could enjoy my systems at a big discount. Before we start talking about all the habits, I want to quickly thank today's sponsor, Gamma, a tool that's honestly been helping me simplify my content workflow. Gamma is the most popular AI presentation app with 15 million users around the world. If you're someone who creates presentations, websites, or even social media content and you're tired of spending way too much time on formatting or making things look good, Gamma really fixes that. You just give it a prompt and it builds a whole presentation or page for you. It's clean, fast, and honestly really fun to use. Recently, I wrote an email to my newsletter subscribers where I shared my experience tracking every hour of my week and taking a break from Instagram. The message resonated with a lot of people, and this email had a high open rate, so I decided to turn it into something visual to repurpose for another platform. With Gamma, I don't have to spend hours trying to make everything look perfect. I just import my newsletter email, give Gamma the core idea and directions to follow, and then it turns it into a clean slide deck. And of course, I can still tweak it to match my voice. Once I'm done, I can export my content to Google Slides, PDFs, PowerPoint, share a link, or present it in Gamma. I love that it's not just for designers. You don't need any special skills to make something truly beautiful. It's intuitive, beginner-friendly, and honestly kind of satisfying to use. And their product UI and AI performance both underwent major upgrades recently. So using Gamma feels more intuitive than ever now. If you want to give it a try, use my link in the description and head to gamma.app to explore it for yourself. Okay, so let's talk about the first habit that I'm honestly still working on breaking. Tying my self-worth to productivity. You know this phrase, I only feel valuable when I'm doing something. I know that logically it doesn't make any sense. Like when I say it, I only feel valuable when I'm doing something, I know it's not true. Like I know that I'm valuable just because, like I'm enough, but in practice, sometimes it's really hard for me to let go of this belief. Like I feel guilty when I'm resting. I feel guilty when I'm not doing anything, when I'm not doing anything productive. If I can say that, oh, this activity is tied to my work or I think it's productive, then it's okay. Like I don't experience any guilt. That is absolutely okay. But if I'm just not doing anything, like literally laying down on my couch and looking at the ceiling, that feels a little bit uncomfortable. That feels like I have to earn it. And all I can think about is how do I make up for this later? Like I absolutely have to be super duper productive later because right now I'm being lazy, I'm not being productive. And honestly, just like sharing all of this with you guys, it feels, I don't know, like I know that I'm not alone, but at the same time, I understand, like as I said at the beginning, I understand logically that it doesn't make any sense, but this is how I feel in the moment. Like I give my work all of these hours, without any questions, no questions asked because it is connected to my work. And so that is totally okay. But if I take like an hour, 2 hours to just rest and like not do anything, not read a book, about self-improvement and self-development, not listen to a podcast about something, super productive, then I just started feeling like I have to do something to deserve it. Like I don't deserve it just because. The example I have saved here for you guys is a few months ago, I bought this like yoga class package and And his classes are really long, like because he really likes to talk a lot, like about yoga, like explain different things. And so one class is usually like 2 hours or 2.5 hours long. And so what do you think? Obviously, I feel guilty taking this much time for me, just for me. Like I practice yoga just because I like it. It's something that I have for me. But taking like 2 hours to listen to a class and to do some, movements and exercises, I don't know. It's like a very unpleasant feeling. Even though deep down, that is exactly what I love doing. Like, I love sitting down and nerding out on little things like that. As you can hear, I feel like right now I'm this like state of in between. Like, I'm not really there. I'm not constantly tying my self-worth to productivity, but at the same time, I'm not really a person who is like, it's okay. I have worked enough and now it's time to rest and I'm not gonna feel guilty even 1%. It's like I can't do something just because it feels good. No, it always has to have a measurable result. And if it doesn't, like laying down on my couch and looking at the ceiling, what's the measurable result here? Because I don't see it, I don't think it's something I should be doing. With this kind of mindset, I never ever feel caught up. Like no matter how much I do, it's never enough. And I know it's never going to be enough with this kind of mindset. I can always be more busy, more productive. I'm tired of attaching my self-worth to my output. And I remember when I was reading this book about personal boundaries, I highly recommend it. I talk about this book all the time because I am a person who used to struggle with personal boundaries so freaking much. And so there was one idea in this book about always saying yes, about being a people pleaser, about overscheduling, that really made me pause and think and reevaluate everything. The phrase was something like, if you don't have time to do things that you actually want to do, the things that actually matter to you, you don't have healthy boundaries with time. And I like how this book in general talks about boundaries when it comes to every single area of your life, not just your relationships, like your boundaries with your work, with your time, like with absolutely everything. And actually that is one of the reasons why I decided to do this eye makeup today. What do you guys think about it? I am not a makeup artist. I don't know if it even looks good, but I really wanted to play with makeup and do something like pink and orange and yellow because of my sweater, kinda. So I finally allowed myself to take all of this time to just play. So let me know what you think. I do like it. I think this eye makeup looks great with the color of my eyes. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Moving on to habit number 2 that I'm trying to break. Constant comparison. It's like this phrase that I wrote down. They are already ahead. So what's the point? To be honest, comparison doesn't make me feel bad. It just makes me feel like what's the point? I'm already behind. What's the point? Everyone is already more successful. Everyone is already far away from me. I will never reach their level, so why should I even try? And that is where our social media really kicks in. Because when I open Instagram, just to, scroll for 1 single minute, 30 minutes later, I have seen someone with a better body, someone launching a new product and making a lot of money, someone renovating their dream house or buying their dream car. So immediately after seeing all of that, my day just feels irrelevant. My goals just seem so small and they don't really matter. Because on the internet, on social media, everybody already looks like they are winning before I even started. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet and everyone is already ahead. Everyone is already super duper successful. And that is why, y'all, I really think that short form social media is really weird. I don't know, it makes you feel a lot of different feelings. Here is where doom scrolling comes in. When you're feeling sad, when you're feeling anxious, when you feel you don't know what you want to do right now, so you just grab your phone phone, you open TikTok or Instagram, and you just start scrolling this like bottomless feed. And instead of facing your feeling, you distract yourself for hours and hours and hours. I'm saying you, but I obviously mean me, because that is something that has happened to me many times. It's like there's this unmet emotional need that I'm trying to satisfy with social media and with doom scrolling. It honestly feels easier, right? That's why we're all doing it. But at the end of the day, it just makes me feel even more exhausted. It just makes me feel even worse. And this constant comparison really steals my ability to see my own progress. It makes me forget that I'm not behind. I'm just on a different path. On my own path, and it doesn't mean that I'm behind. You guys know I'm a creator on Instagram myself, and I'm currently reconsidering my social media use in general, especially when it comes to Instagram. I don't use TikTok anymore. Like, I stopped posting probably a year or a year and a half ago, and I don't even open TikTok like at all. So for me, it's mostly Instagram. Like, I'm still trying to create a system that is going to work for me. Okay, so now let's talk about habit number 3 that I broke to stop feeling behind all the time. And that is living in reactive mode. The mindset that I have written right here is my time belongs to everyone but me. If you have this habit, if you live in reactive mode, that is probably what you're constantly telling yourself, that your time belongs to everyone else, not you, and you don't have control over how you spend your time. And when I think about having this like scattered energy throughout the day, I do think about this concept of opportunity cost. Like, every time you say yes to something, you're also saying no to something else, whether you realize it or not. But the problem for me personally, it's not really helping me, exactly because of habit number 1. Because I start thinking I could have been doing something more productive instead. So opportunity cost becomes another reason to feel more anxious, to feel more guilty, and to feel behind in life. And so instead, how I like to approach this habit of living in reactive mode is I like to think that the cost of constantly saying yes to every single opportunity is that I don't have enough time for just being, not doing. Like, hard work isn't always the best use of my time. But right now, I'm trying to relearn, and I'm trying to teach myself that sometimes the best use of my time is just doing something that I like, is doing something that makes me feel good, or just not doing anything, laying on my couch and staring at the ceiling. Still learning though, still learning. So I think it's going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out my Notion products, my free weekly newsletter. All of the links are going to be down in the description. And if you're looking for an amazing presentation tool, I highly recommend Gamma. Today, I talked a lot about social media. Maybe that is because recently I finished reading this book, The Anxious Generation, and I'm actually thinking of how I can share my biggest insights from this book with you guys, because it pretty much explains why I am trying to work on all of these habits that I mentioned in today's video. So if you want to see the 3 habits that save me from mindless scrolling, I highly recommend checking out this video right here. And it's not just doing a digital detox, because it doesn't really help. At least it doesn't really help me. Click right here and I'll see you there.